Welcome back, everyone.
What the hell
With
did I
me
just see
again
back there?
is-
I'm Subponic
Jim.
Poster.
Indeed. Now, this little mission takes place pretty much immediately after the...
Quiet.
The statue in the temple. Was that the man you saw in Havana?
Spitting likeness, aye.
It seems another sage has been found. The race for the observatory begins anew.
Is that why we're whispering?
This is your doing, Captain Kenway. The maps you sold to the Templars have led them straight to us. And now the agents of two empires know exactly where we operate.
Leave this to me, Mentor.
They have taken Edward's crew as well. I wonder what their lives are worth to him.
Take this. You'll attract no attention, and take fewer lives.
This mission is just a whole lot of goofy mayhem, and I love it.
Oh, the blowpipe. Gotta love the blowpipe. It's my
It's
fave.
awesome.
Use them darts on this one coming now. Quick.
There are two types of ammo for the
Quiet and
blowpipe, the
effective.
sleep darts and the berserk darts. Sleep darts just put guys to sleep. If other guys see them, they'll wake them up. But berserk darts cause the target to go insane and start attacking his allies. You can cause a whole lot of ruckus with the berserk darts.
Yeah, it's like the poison blades from 2.
Yep.
I'm wondering if it's full of gold.
Except now you can do it at range.
Has to be, don't it? Where else would the Dagos get it?
They're pulling down to the ground, aren't they?
Now, there's kind of a danger in using berserk darts in this mission because guards that are berserk, they will shoot and attack the prisoners, so you kind of want to use it sparingly. But if a sniper gets berserk darted, you can just, he'll just start sniping his friends. And then everyone tries to climb up to where the sniper is to try to kill him. It's a remarkable way to cause a distraction. Now this mission actually took me a few attempts, mainly because I was just
Many
goofing around
thanks,
with having fun
But no
here.
forgiveness. Ease off, mate. You ain't got nothing on us.
Plague and perish.
If this ever happens.
Yeah, see, if 5 guys get killed. Ooh, I've lost 2 guys already. Now, guys that are berserk are super strong and they can kill you in 2 hits, no matter how much health you have. And if you'll notice, when we captured animals earlier in the LP, sometimes you got bone. You always get bones from them, and you can craft berserk and sleep darts from bones. So you almost always have quite a bit of ammunition if you want to just go into craft a little. And some fucking around with PSN there, because man, my connection really was unstable back in Taiwan. My connection would just go out completely randomly. It would just go back and forth without me touching it. It was ridiculous.
I have that trouble on Comcast, so, you know.
It happens, yeah. But this was a wired connection. It was ridiculous. Hey, it's out to buy. And actually, funny little thing with guys sleeping. If a guy starts sleeping and then a sleepy guard goes down, the guys you freed will actually clothesline and kill the tranquilized guards for some reason. It's pretty funny to watch.
I don't know why I can't climb that rock. The other one's fine, but
Absurd.
not that one.
There's no need to be a hero.
God's truth. Can't fathom.
Can't handle living among men, can they? Can't handle the Christian life, so they come here.
Berserk darts are basically this game's just fuck around weapon, just do something funny. And you can craft upgrades for the Berserk and Sleep darts to make them last longer. I think it's about maybe a minute total you can expand the time a guard is asleep or crazy.
You!
Who?
I may thank you later.
Nobody.
Just love that.
To live through this.
Yep.
I'll have at ya!
Almost.
Now I mentioned Berserk darts are fun to play around with, but I'll be showing you a bad part of playing around with them actually pretty soon. I'm gonna climb this tower and then everything's gonna go to hell. You will see what I mean.
Christ. What a mess, eh?
So we have another sniper on that other tower, and I'm trying to go over to attack him. See what goes wrong here.
You won't take us that way!
That was a disaster.
Looks to me like a crew of pirates here.
Oops.
Oh, that was a mess.
Makes me bloody sick.
God's truth. I can't fathom why.
Can't handle living among men, can they? Can't handle the Christian life, so they come here.
I may thank you later if you manage to live through this.
See, look at that. Guy just killed the guy who was asleep.
Let me up, Cosmo, and face me like a soldier. Stump! Where do you think you're going?
Dumbest AI.
I love it. It's just so much fun to play around with.
Christ. What a mess, eh?
Would have been funny if you could have just pushed him off. Ah,
You can't actually shove people in this game. You can pickpocket from them, but you can't actually shove them. I am upset about that, but yes. Let's try not to get killed this time. Although I never die in battle because an enemy overpowers me, there are some points where guards who are in the crow's nest of ships can see you, and if you're in the water and swimming away from them, they get like aimbot capabilities and just they can tear you to shit really fast. Ridiculous.
Yeah.
See, this is example of berserk guys killing prisoners. It's kind of dangerous to play around with. But yeah, guards in ships, they can kill you pretty fast. Only if you're in the water, though. If you're on land, you're fine. It's so weird. Oh hey, Octobi is gone. To parts unknown.
Maybe figures, he's only got a couple left. He can screw this up. He'll be fine. Oh, watch me. And it's instant too. It's just like, ah!
Yeah, captains are really good to poison because they can kill a lot.
I always like doing it to the grenade guys, the heavies.
Yeah.
Because they just blow their own guys up. And...
Who's out there?
See that mangy old codger? He's a Dutch slaver called Lawrence Prins, living now like a king in Jamaica. Bastard's been a target for years. Bloody hell, we nearly had him.
By God, you bravos are a cheery bunch, eh? All frowns and furrowed brows.
Captain Kenway, you have remarkable skills.
Thanks, mate. It comes natural.
But you're churlish and arrogant, prancing around in a uniform that you have not earned.
Everything is permitted. Isn't that your motto?
I absolve you of your errors in Havana and elsewhere, but you are not welcome here.
Sorry, mate. Wish it were otherwise.
Cheery bunch of mates you've got.
You deserve scorn, Edward. Prancing about like one of us, bringing shame to our cause.
And what is that? Your cause?
To be blunt, we kill people. Templars and their associates. Folks who'd like to control all the empires on Earth. Claiming it's in the name of peace and order.
Sounds like Ducass's dying words.
You see? It's about power, really. About lording over people. Robbing us of liberty.
That another message from one of your friends?
Aye. I'll show you.
Luckily, there's not nearly so many as Assassin's Creed 2, where
I know
Lorenzo
you ain't
di
exactly
Medici
impressed by our
could kill
creed.
like half the population.
So would the sight of money make you more friendly?
Oh, that guy over there, that one over there. Yeah, that guy too. Just stab everybody.
There was just an absurd number of assassination missions in 2.
Simple as that.
Yeah, that's great.
Thanks, dude.
We've got some stuff to do around Tulum, including getting a new outfit for Edward.
Fashions Creed.
Now it's time to play a little dolly dress up.
You smell like cat pee, so no one wants to look for you. That's its secret power.
It's rather flamboyant, I think, but, you know, it's not bad.
Wasn't that a thing in Metal Gear where you actually had that one camo that would stink?
Yeah, it was called the fly camo, I think. That was just a terrible smell.
Flies, or something like that, yeah.
It smells like flies.
It smells like poo and attracts flies.
So Ubisoft really likes to stick Animus fragments over dives like that. There is one point in the game where that gets ridiculous, where they make you backtrack a considerable amount just to get two stupid Animus fragments. It's quite annoying. But luckily this one happens to be next to a viewpoint, so it's not a total waste of time, I guess.
But if you go down, you have to get back up. Sometimes a real
Yeah.
pain in the ass.
But right now, we are actually very close to a hidden treasure chest. Except I don't seem to realize that at this point.
Oh.
Sorry, kitty.
No, kitty, it's a bad kitty.
Oh, look at that. We can get another health upgrade. Now, one of the nice things with the upgrades in this game is you don't have to get them in order. If you have the materials for, say, the third pistol holster, you can get that before the second pistol holster. It doesn't hide behind stupid requirements like you have to upgrade.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, you can just do it 1, 4, 3, whatever. But yeah, I am actually close to a hidden treasure chest, but I do not realize that at this point, so we'll get around to it soon. And crocodiles are a little special. They are impossible to kill with hidden blades. You need to use either berserk darts or the pistols.
I don't think I tried berserking a crocodile.
You can shoot berserk and sleep darts at animals. Sleep just puts them to sleep, obviously. Berserk, usually it just makes the animal spaz out and just run. Like one time I shot a berserk dart at a bobcat, it just ran around in a circle
One of these
for like
assassins,
2 minutes
eh?
until it died.
Couple of years now. I met Atabai in Spanish Town, and there was something about him I trusted. Sort of wisdom.
Is all this his idea? His clan?
No, sir. Assassins and Templars have been at war for thousands of years. All over the world. The natives of this new world had a philosophy like our creed for as long as they've been here. And when Europeans arrived, our groups sort of matched up. Cultures and religions and languages keep folks divided. But there's something in the Assassin's Creed that crosses all boundaries. A fondness for life and liberty.
Sounds a bit like Nassau, no?
Close, but not quite. Here we are. Take that stone you discovered
So
from the
Kid
Mayan
is shortly
stela.
going to explain why we're collecting
Put it
those
there.
silly little Mayans.
That's one. Couple dozen more and you're in.
And what will this effort gain me?
Respect for a start. From the men and women you put in danger here. And if that ain't enough, there's a treasure behind that door. Something many centuries old. I reckon if you made the effort to find every last one of those, it'd be worth your while.
So you sailing back to Nassau?
When I have another contract there, right? This is my home for now.
So actually, the game does spoil what's behind that door. It's a new outfit. It's the Mayan something outfit. It looks pretty ridiculous, but its special power is that it can deflect bullets away from you.
No, I haven't gotten far enough to do that, so that's at least helpful.
Yeah, you need to get up to at least sequence 11, I think, before you can finish that side quest. But actually, there was something very like that in Assassin's Creed 3, and the person who left that treasure behind was Captain Kidd.
Nice crossover.
Yep. Unfortunately, the assassins don't have anything to say to us. So now we warp over to that first part of the beach, and here we are. Treasure maps, you have to kind of look for landmarks that show you what exactly you're supposed to be looking for. And for this one, the big clue is that big tree Edward is next to was sort of hollowed out in a unique shape. So, unfortunately, it's just 4,000 Relaris, who cares? Oh, hey, another ocelot. Or jaguar, whatever.
Captain's home.
Oh, that was some Kenway's Fleet stuff I cut for there. So, I can honestly say I have no idea what we're going to be doing in the second half of this video. It's been a while. I didn't watch the video before we started, so I completely forget what I'm going to do next.
Yeah, I would do these blind. I figure it's more fun that way.
Right. I won't be going back to Cape Bonavista for a while. So what am I gonna do next? Oh, I think I know where I'm going next.
Pretty high level frigate, jeez.
Yeah, we're in the southern half of the map, which means the guys are a little tougher to kill. And even at this point, frigates are still a huge problem. They are not unbeatable. They're pretty tough though. Man of wars are basically impossible to kill right now, aside from that one crew killing trick. But that doesn't really count.
No.
I'm so glad they threw sea shanties into this game, because sailing around just silently would get boring after a while.
Yeah, everybody would just fast travel everywhere.
Right. Oh hey, another royal convoy. It was a very exciting fight, I assume.
Oh, I didn't get blown up. It's fine.
So sometimes when you approach islands, there will be sort of guards waiting there, and this is one of the examples. Some Spanish frigates are in the passage, and it is impossible to sneak by them, so you have to fight to get through. Drag them to the tomb. I like how Adewale's help during boarding is limited to just waving a saber on deck.
I don't get paid enough for this shit. Have fun.
And Eagle Vision is actually really good for firing the swivel cannons because guys are lit up pretty well. It's easier to see.
It does get smoky after a while.
Especially at night where it's really hard to see the guys.
Run over my own guy.
I wonder if any of my guys are confused why their captain is just running in circles, jumping around on the rigging.
Well, he randomly jumps off the boat, so maybe they're just used to it at this point. He's crazy,
Yeah.
whatever. He gets his loot. That's all we care about.
Luckily, one of the nice things about Black Flag's changes to the running and jumping mechanics is that it's very hard to miss what you're aiming at because the game sort of locks. That's a pretty sweet kill. But yeah, the game sort of locks on to the next available thing to jump on. So you very rarely miss the game. There's always that one guard that spits. There's always that one guy that spits at
Spits
your
at you.
That's not very nice.
Oh, it's not really smart either. It's the Jolly Hat.
Fine prize, Captain.
Edward Kenway apparently has an unlimited supply of this captain's hats. So the next island we're going to be exploring is Mysteriosa, I think. It's a big Mayan ruin. It's pretty neat. Pinos Island, whatever.
I want to know whose campfire that is.
Now the Mayan ruins are pretty fun to jump around simply because it's just like pure parkour stuff. It's kind of like the Roman ruins in Brotherhood. But unfortunately, the Spanish are in control of this island at the moment. And we have some pirates we need to save.
Pirates.
Try and guess how well I'll do with that. Hint, not very.
I was waiting for the berserker. Yep, always the heavy.
Blanco claro.
Ah!
Tengo un disparo claro. Alto ahí. Para. Tengo en mi línea de tiro. Muy buena cacería.
Yep, all the pirates got killed. God damn it.
Intente darnos el clavo.
The captain got blown up with a bomb. Gotta love it. That was just a whole lot of fighting and general goofiness.
They need to put more stuff in here like Hitman, so you can sabotage stuff and, you know, like pianos fall on their heads and shit like that. That would be much better.
I wonder what you could do in Ruins that would be like that, though. I'm not sure where that one. It might be Grand Cayman. It's some random island off in the ocean. I forget which one it is. But I do remember that one took me a hell of a long time to find. Like, maybe 10 minutes looking for it.
Yeah, it's like, it was an island with 2 palm trees and a, you know, crashed boat, and that's every damned island, pretty much. 2 palm trees and a crashed boat. Shit.
Not a jaguar, a black jaguar. Big difference.
We should probably leave. This area is restricted.
So luckily this one is pretty simple because that rectangular thing is it's a dead giveaway where you have to put everything. Sometimes Ubisoft is nice like that.
I do like the weather effects. Sudden downpour.
Yep.
One more for the collection.
And I do really like climbing around the Mayan ruins at night with that music playing. Very atmospheric.
Yeah, this had a good soundtrack.
Did you know the composer for this game was the composer for Iron Man 3?
No, I did not.
Brian Tyler.
It's a minky.
Another pretty simple one. But yeah, Assassin's Creed is kind of weird with its composers. 1, 2, and Brotherhood were all composed by the same guy. Then for Revelations, you had Jesper Kyd, who was the composer for the first 3 games, doing the game music. Another composer did the cutscene music. And then for 3, you have the cutscene composer for Revelations doing the entire soundtrack. And for this game, you have Brian Tyler, a new guy. There was a different composer for Freedom's Cry, which is big downloadable content for this game.
Mm-hmm.
And then for Rogue and Unity, I think they got different composers for both. So
Kyd was the one that did Hitman, right?
Yep. Yeah, it seems like there's like a revolving door of composers at Ubisoft for this series.
I guess I can see that a lot of companies go back to the same stable over and over again, whether it's voice actors or whatever.
Yeah.
One more for the collection.
Ubisoft is not really like that. You pretty much get a whole different cast of voice actors for every game. Because, you know, it wouldn't make like, for 2 and Brotherhood, you have a lot of Italian accented voice actors.
Right.
Italian
Yeah, the
voice
different time periods.
yeah, that wouldn't make sense here, so you have to get a whole new cast of British sounding and Spanish speakers and all the sorts of stuff. So then for Unity, obviously you have to have a bunch of French speakers, so not really a case of reusing voice actors a lot in this series.
Bring it all, Sil! Gammon tight!
So there's actually a few little islands like Grand Cayman. None of them are particularly interesting though. It's just a bunch of shanty towns above water. A lot of buying shit. I think I finally upgraded this Jackdaw with mortars,
Well done,
so we have a new
Tawamba.
way to deal damage. Oh, I got my first ram. Ooh, 2 rams. More cannons. Yep, and mortars. Oh, advanced fire barrels, that's gonna help. For some reason, the front of the tavern is restricted area. I'm not sure why.
I wonder if that's the same guy putting treasure under there. It's a bunch of different ones going. Okay. Nobody will ever find this. I'll just put it next to this other box of treasure.
Oh hey, we stopped to pet a cat, or a cat phased through our legs or something.
The kitty.
Edward likes dogs. I don't think he likes cats very much.
You'd think he would, being a sailor. They put him on the ships to keep rats down.
Yeah. Expert parkour there. Just fling myself right off the tower. Kind of a tricky little thing to climb because there's no like straight path up. You kind of have to switch sides every now and then.
If you haven't figured that out after all this time, you should probably just stop the game. Tell me once, and after that, that's enough.
Yeah.
And
Oh hey, it's that one lady from the previous video. She has a new mission
We
for
did not
us.
think you would keep your word. Tell us, why do you expect to find your magic key here?
it holds an irresistible attraction to Templar, if that is who bought these ships.
We don't know what the Templars could want here. These people lead simple fishing lives.
Or perhaps not so simple. I'll go and have a mingle, see what we can find out.
I didn't know we were even looking for Alvin.
What about the rest of the chipmunks?
Maybe that's just part of Eagle sense that Edward already knows the guy's name is Alvin.
I know where he is. I know his name. I know what he had for dinner.
Ooh, Captain Kidd. How appropriate. And did you know you can actually look up the lyrics for the songs in-game?
I thought they were in the codex or whatever you call it.
Yeah, they are in the database. You can look up the whole lyrics for the songs. It's pretty neat. And did you know this game had 2 soundtracks released?
No, I did not.
You had the game music, the normal one, and then you had an entire soundtrack, sea shanties.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
You see, Alvin is practically nobility now.
They did that with Dragon Age, where, you know, they had the tavern songs, basically. And they did a release of those for free for a limited time. And then, I think they're available on iTunes or whatever now, but there's only like 2 of them that are actually decent. But, you know, I guess if you're one of those people that likes it, go ahead.
Yeah. Different strokes, they say.
Mm-hmm.
Poor.
Got his shit stole.
But now I think we need a little melee in front of the tavern.
Guarding something?
That is just some guy standing there. You bribe him to make your wanted.
Oh, notoriety go down. Yeah, he's like the criers or
Yeah.
whatever they were.
Right. Things you have to do to go
Get a drink in this place.
Yeah.
The way I hear that, you want to be at
Thanks. A mechanic with the taverns that's pretty pointless but funny is if you you can actually drink several times at the bar. If you drink 5 glasses in really fast order, you can get drunk off your ass and wake up in a haystack.
I kept
Nice.
overhearing this name.
Yeah.
Marquez. A friend of yours?
Her name matches
That was in Mass Effect when they added a bar to your ship in 2, and you could go down there and drink and get drunk, and then everything was fuzzy for a while. Kind of amusing.
Bill of sale.
It's worth the novelty in this game, I suppose. And there's an Abstergo challenge for drinking a lot, I suppose.
Find out what he knows.
Become an alcoholic.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's a lot of skill.
You must try to understand what is at stake.
I've got some idea.
No, it's more than Turkey. There are those who say that they know are already extinct. We will never be extinguished. Our fight continues. Here it is. The home of Vargas. Hide. We'll use the element of surprise to our advantage. Get out of sight. Hola.
State your business.
I hope for an audience with Señorita Marquez. Chase him!
I actually do pretty terribly at this pursuing, but it's not that hard as long as you kind of keep close to him. He has a pretty huge head start, but you don't have to really catch up to him. See, look at that. Because of that crew member who will not move.
I assume it will let you the sails are full.
Actually, they are at full right now. Whenever the camera sort of backs up,
pans out,
HUD disappears. Yeah, that's when you're at full sail. If you're in a storm, or there are some points the game just will not let you go to full sail. Usually, those are the ship stealth missions. Speaking of which, I did one of those ship stealth missions last night, and it is just it's a really fun mission. It's just it can be really bullshit sometimes.
Yeah.
Like the point of the mission is you have to sneak through this fleet, and then if you crash into one of those ships, your cover gets blown and you fail the mission. But the last part of the mission, sometimes there's two paths you can go. You're following a ship. There's two paths. On one path is a complete dead end. If you take the path, you crash into a frigate and fail. On the other path, there's a lot of boats that you can get through. But on the right, on that path, there's a frigate that's just randomly going in your direction. So it's...
Out with it, lad. Where's Marquez? Why is she here?
She's already left for Juventude. Find her there if you must. Her army will teach you a lesson.
Juventude is the island of our enemies. If Lucia Marquez has gone there, it is certain we are her target.
How many enemies do you have?
When you're hunted, it sometimes seems that every stranger is an enemy. On Juventude, we have been a truce since the death of the first Marquez, but this woman could reignite our dispute if her price is high enough.
Ah, can't have that.
I take this ship. Meet me there if you still want your key.
Now, she mentioned the name of an island a couple times.